皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。 Are you ready, Parsi? Let's go!
Hello, everyone, and I'd like to welcome you to the Social English Podcast. This podcast was created with you, the Japanese learner of English, in mind. So, who is this for? If you know that English is something that you enjoy learning, if you have a job that you can do better in because of your English ability, or also if you always wanted to go to an English-speaking country such as Australia, the United States, or England, you can benefit from listening to this podcast. And I guarantee that you will learn something each and every day. This podcast will consist of interviews and questions from native Japanese speakers trying to improve their English skills. Also, we will talk about the benefits of a special kind of English that I have deemed social English. This social English will prepare you to speak to native English speakers in a social setting. So what will you hear each episode? I will take a question by a Japanese learner about a particular English word or phrase and its usage. After that, I will talk to them about what is missing, what is wrong, or just what can be said better with the particular phrase. Period. After that, we will just go ahead and use the correct English in a social situation to produce the best result in that particular conversation. Additionally, after that, we will also ask the particular guest, if we have one that week, about what they thought about the particular English phrase that they heard today and why they think it was correct or incorrect. You will always hear a story or a situation, and I will put you inside the story so you will listen and relax and think about the situation. So I'll propose this situation to you and show you what words do fit and what words don't fit and why. You can expect to be able to hear a new episode of the Social English Podcast every single day. With this in mind, I am pretty sure and confident that your English will improve in social situations, as well as I believe that your skill level towards native English speaking will increase. So here's a question. Who am I? Hi, my name is Percy, and I am an American. I spent my youthful years in California, which is where I'm from, and I studied the general English curriculum. After this, I spent a brief time of my life traveling to different countries, such as Australia, South Korea, the Philippines, and other places. After this, I decided to further my studies and I went back to the university. While I was in my university, I met certain Japanese people that were doing a study abroad program in America. They often asked me questions such as, Percy, how do you say this? Or, what does this mean? Now, I thought to myself, this is interesting because I realized that a lot of the social situations that occur in English-speaking countries, such as the United States, are briefly touched upon, but not really deeply discussed in most English curriculums in Japan. Now, I came to this conclusion because of these friends. So, I took a year after college and I moved to Japan. Why? Because I wanted to experience the Japanese culture that I was interested in, such as manga and samurai, and see the country. So I became an English teacher. And I have been teaching English for a couple of years now. But there's always been that question when I talk to other Japanese English teachers who still go and pay for tutoring, or other Japanese teachers in general. And one thing that I noticed was that there isn't enough discussion about the real social situations in an English country and what you would say in a conversation in English to an English speaking person. That is why I decided to take some time and create this social English podcast for you. I really hope that you will learn a lot from this podcast. Also, you can contact me through our website, realsocialenglish.com. There, you can find many helpful articles and tools to help you learn English. You can also ask to become a guest on my podcast. As a guest, we will talk about some of the issues that you have learning English, and we will go over a problem in a conversational English situation that a Japanese learner has asked. At that time, we will point out what is incorrect and we will fix it together. So please consider visiting the website realsocialenglish.com. Also, because you are a listener to this podcast, I have created a special guide for you that you could download for free on the website. All I ask is for an email so that we can stay connected and you don't miss any of the great content or new episodes that are coming out on the podcast. This free guide is called The 7 Mistakes That Most Japanese English Learners Make and How to Fix Them. I'm certain that this guide will be valuable to you and help you out so much. So, please consider joining us here every day at the Social English Podcast and subscribing so you don't miss an episode. There's much valuable free learning to get from our podcast, and I welcome you here, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Till next time, see you later.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.